to wear your piloting suit to a class in another department? Isn't it a bit weird to wear your piloting suit? Isn't it a bit weird to wear your piloting? Isn't it a bit weird to wear your piloting suit? Isn't it a bit weird to wear your piloting suit to a class in a...
Don't let it burn!
Leave it to me. Remnants of the past. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. One with the sounds. One with the sounds. Remnants of the past.
Precision and quantification are the bedrock of science. They're what make verification, replication,
I'm not interested.
Isn't it a bit weird to wear your piloting suit to a class in another department?
Heading to the testing field. Be careful.
we've got the mind-bending herder, the eccentric traffic illuminator.
you're here. The Fraxidus investigation is still dragging on. And since I'm technically not enrolled yet, no classes for me. Ugh, they even confiscated my ride, too. Professor Moynier dumped a ton of homework on me to keep me busy. Not really. It's just that ever since that news piece I sent you, people won't stop coming up to me for selfies. Some even ask for my autograph. Stuff like this is a first for me, I'll tell you that. Yeah. The Academy still hasn't revealed my past identity. Feels wrong accepting praise from people who don't know the full story. It's kind of unreal. Like, even after everyone finds out who I really am, I still get to stay. Makes me feel stupidly lucky. Anyway, enough about that. I just got notified. The entrance exam is tomorrow. Thanks. I'll need it. It had better go smoothly. It's just, the school will send me a new admission letter. I'll be starting all over again as a first year in the prep program. Come to think of it, that's not so bad after all. It all feels kind of unreal. There's still a lot I need to do and face, but for the first time, I can actually breathe. I've had good times before. There was always that weight in my chest. Now, I've lifted that weight off with my own hands. And maybe, just maybe, it's 'cause you were there that I could. No more ghosts on my heels. I can finally be me, just as I am. I met everyone, you included, as Lene. And I'm ready to let my murk past close its final chapter. Whatever comes next, that's my life, and mine alone.
Dawn Guarding Fan Club. The Dawn Guarding Fan Club. The School Support Staff Society. The Royan... The Dawn Guard... Dance Revival Club.
quick thrills. Second, no slipping on traffic rules. Third, first, no quick thrills. Second, no exceptions. First, no quick thrills. Second, no slipping.
Remnants of the past.
Do I press to set the alarm?
Cherish every gain. Leave it to me. echoes of the past.
Tick-tock! Almost time to meet up with Mornier! Oh, I can't stop thinking about those space tricks.
Over here! You bet! Just passed all my entrance exams yesterday. Which means today you're officially meeting Lene, first-year student in Star Torch Academy. I really want to hit the road with you again, but I'm kinda on a mental health watch list. If I break even one tiny rule on day one, Miss Lucila will be dragging me in for a friendly chat. I gotta hold out until I figure out a route that slips past the cameras. You got Mornier's email about the Hyvatia detector, right? It's almost go time. How about we hang by the entrance and then we...
Material fatigue, thermal cycles, boundary conditions, initial stress states.
Infraction detected. High wattage devices are strictly prohibited in dormitory zones.
The core differential equation is elastoplastic transition, cyclic strength coefficients.
Please comply with the Star Torch Academy Dormitory Code of Conduct. Issuing first warning. Issuing second warning.
Coefficient correct. Units mismatch. Recalculating.
Non-compliance confirmed. Initiating restraint protocol.
Conclusion. Material upgrade required. I'll add it to the agenda for tomorrow's meeting. Right. Now, time for the scheduled meeting with Rover and Lene. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I keep you waiting?
Not at all. Actually, you noticed us right as the clock struck the hour. Perfect timing, Professor.
I'm fine. Oh, I forgot to disable the reactor emitter in my weapons system. That's probably what it was referring to. Apologies. After this meeting, I need to return to the Space Trek Collective for a presentation. I had hoped to finish some calculations first. I do have other appointments today, but I believe there is time for some light conversation. I wasn't sure what you meant by delicious, so I brought samples from my latest food research.
Yes! I knew it! Professor Mornier's a real gem! Let's get started. We can eat while we talk.
Of course. Come on in. I already tidied up my dorm, so sit wherever you like.
Detected. Strong behavior and spectrum signature match.
We've got the mind-bending herder, the eccentric traffic illuminator, the ghost girl.
Ugh! The smells are all mixed together. It's kind of fishy, and the texture is wet and gooey.
So, it's true, huh? You guys actually made food that tastes awful, but it keeps you running for 3 days straight. I thought that was just a joke.
It's a scientific breakthrough using energy compression tech. It's one of the collective's most iconic achievements. Do you also not like it? Yes, I knew you would understand. In fact, its energy compression efficiency exceeds 95%. That exceeds the benchmark set by both the New Federation and Washu Academy, even nearing the theoretical limit. From a scientific standpoint, it's a far greater achievement than taste. Now, I'd like to review the incident with the Hyvatia detector. Linnae, Rover, can you walk me through exactly how you managed to contain it? Summarize, your method of stopping the Hyvatia included blade slashes, repeated shots with coated rounds, and physical force, stomping, striking, until it was rendered inoperable and immobile. Did I miss anything?
Professor Mornier, you're not here to... I mean, it all happened really fast. We didn't have any other way to stop it. Besides, we're just students. We couldn't afford that even if we wanted to.
No, you're misunderstanding. Different damage mechanisms cause distinct failures and require specific repair methods. damage from certain special resonance abilities is hard to detect through standard diagnostics without prior data, so you two did well to suppress it physically. During the new solar ceremony, the Hyvatia detector is essential in monitoring environmental parameters. I've already passed your report to Professor Anselm. He should complete repairs soon. At the upcoming meeting with the Roya, the Space Trek Collective will need to present a full restoration plan to keep our partnership intact. Yes, though it's a long story. Where do I even begin?
Scanning for offenders. Violation detected. Unauthorized high-wattage device in the dormitory. An offender has assaulted this unit. If sighted, report immediately.
Even Professor Mornier isn't safe from Tard-E's wrath, huh? No worries, I got this. I'll draw its attention while you two make for it. 3, 2, 1! Hey, Tardy. How much power do
You could just ask her for help.
Thank you. You don't need to go any further. I can head back to the Research Institute by myself. You too. Huh?
Was something wrong?
It's a notice from the collective. The Royan delegation cancelled the meeting. The ceremony is now on hold. That's odd. Warren handles Royan communications. I'll ask him what's going on when I'm back at the Institute. Since that slot is free now, I can use the time to recalibrate. That isn't on the list. The new solar ceremony is nearly upon us. It's the culmination of decades of work. Everyone at the collective is giving their all to realize it. Last time we met at the Institute, we made each other a promise. Do you still remember? Would you like to attend the new solar ceremony? I'd want you there to witness it. The rise of the new sun, and humanity taking their first steps into the future they've built with their own hands.
We did promise to witness it together, didn't we?
Yes. As the ceremony draws near, the Space Trek Collective will become increasingly occupied. Opportunities to meet like this will be rare. but this promise will still stand.
Before my power is spent, I have little time left. The only choice now is to force the Heliogyre to a standstill. The last of its strength I will share with you. So fade you will not, but you must hurry. Before that, take this memory to her. Take it to the one they call Arbiter.
What happened? Are you all right?
I saw someone's memory.
Whoa, you scared me! And just now, a frequency jumped into your tacit mark. It felt like some kind of connection.
Can you trace where it came from, Abby?
Huh? I smell it. Coming from over there.
Good. Let's go check it out. I'm fine now, Mornier. Sorry to worry you. You must need to get back to the Space Trek Collective, right?
That's okay.
But you just...
You looked shaken just now. I'll stay with you. If it involves more frequency loss, I'd like to stay close to transport you to the infirmary.
The frequency that connected with...
Oh, calm down, Maya. Calm down. Good.
Weapons free. Modeling complete. Activating countermeasure. Now, they're back to normal. Ready to go to Atuya. I'm Mornier, and this is my mentor. Oh, let me try that again.
What are you?
Just practicing.
Hi, are you Astrid? Maya's mom?
Greetings. Yes, I am. And you two are?
Yes, and this is Rover, a senior professor at the Academy. We've come for a home visit.
A home visit? Has the girl broken any school rules? Did she? I am deeply sorry. I should have taught her better. Whatever she has done, I offer my apologies to the Academy on her behalf. Is the punishment severe? If compensation is needed, I will pay for it myself.
Professor Mornier, could you explain how Maya's robot caused the damage?
Yes, as my mentor just explained. She failed to follow the proper protocol. She used unstable exoswarm material in her design, which led the robot to act unpredictably. I've already spoken to her about the dangers of using materials susceptible to void matter during field research.
Void matter? What exactly are you asking? I am sorry. I have not studied at your Star Torch Academy. I'm not familiar with your terms.
Her demeanor changed just now. She's hiding something. Maybe more pressure. We need to understand the full scope of the robot's malfunction. We understand that this morning, it was you who helped Maya activate the robots and enable auto-run.
Yes, exactly what my mentor said. Please, lead us to the site of the incident. Once we're there, I'll reconstruct the robot's actions from the trace evidence.
No, we can't. If the robot's path is traced, it will expose that thing. I am deeply sorry. Yes, help Maya activate the robots I did, but I can't remember the exact location. Please, you must return.
That's a void storm. How can this be? The collective hasn't received any recent warnings.
We need to ensure the safety of those here first. Questions can wait. Let's go.
That looks like the center of the storm ahead. Let's see what we're dealing with. Energy consumption increasing. We're in the void storm's range now. Check that your FCR is working. Don't stray too far from me. Threat detected. Careful. The exoswarm here have been contaminated. Modeling complete. There's something over there.
Down here. It's some kind of weird device.
A device? Leave the mechanical work to me. Steady now. Looks like it was this. It's a solace skin. Yes, these special creatures typically linger around the Roya tribe. Royan records state that Solace Skin first appeared in Lahai Roy the day the Exostrider fell from the sky. They're believed to be fragments of the Exostrider's consciousness. The shepherds protect them, shielding them from voidstorm contamination until they mature and return to the solace trees in Abierto woods. This one must have hidden under the exoswarm wreckage when the voidstorm broke out.
Feels like what happened back at the academy. I just saw the Solaskin's memories. That Royan woman planted the device here and triggered the Voidstorm. The Solaskin is the only survivor.
So our suspicions about Astrid are confirmed. Should we go back to the camp and talk to her?
No need. I heard everything. I did place this device here. A few days ago, I was shepherding mature Solaskin to Abierto woods when I met Fossier Ingvar. He looked tired, like he had just finished speaking to someone. When he saw me, he looked shocked and left quickly. I saw the device fall from his sleeve. I did not think much of it. I plan to return it to him the next time we meet. But the Solaskin did not like it. It had an unnatural energy. I did not want to keep it at the camp, but I also did not want Ingvar to know I had taken it. So I buried it here. The rest, you already know.
So this device is for Seer Ingvar's. So, we...
You two, please halt. From your clothing, I see of my people you are not. What brings you to Haldarheim? A Soliskin? How interesting. The Soliskin trust only those they feel safe with. It's trust you have earned. My thanks for guiding it back. But I must ask, I sense one of you carries the aura of the Space Trek Collective. The other from the vast world beyond the Frostlands. Why come under the guise of shepherds?
Not sure who here knows what Ingvar did. Best not to mention his name. Don't want to stir things up. We rescued the Soliskin from a void storm. We were told it needed to return here for the right of return.
Void storm? You mean the one just before? Then grateful I must be to you both. But ask I must. The Void Storm. It happened near Atuya camp, yes? A shepherdess named Astrid abides there. Saved the stray Soliskin you did, yet entrusted to a true shepherdess you did not. Why come all this way?
I forgot about that. Without a solid reason, he might start to suspect something.
Because Astrid has been hiding something from you.
Your meaning?
Astrid's daughter Maya is a student at Star Torch Academy. She conducted experiments that broke protocol and caused damage to school property. Maya is now facing harsh punishment. Astrid is busy handling the consequences and cannot fulfill her duties as a shepherdess. According to the Star Torch Academy faculty code, as Maya's teachers, it is our duty to address the repercussions of a student's actions. Since Astrid can't shepherd the Soliskin, we must step in to do so ourselves.
I should have known Astrid's daughter would stir such trouble. A tangled weave this time. But she will go to great lengths for her girl. And the Academy's willingness to come this far is unexpected. Forgive my earlier words. You saved the Soliskin and helped our people. The title of shepherd you have earned. Tonight we hold a feast for tomorrow's rite of return. Join us, as a gesture to make amends for my earlier rudeness. Come, from this day forth, the Roya call you friends. Rest at the camp if you wish. The feast will begin at the 8th hour of the night.
There's still some time before the feast begins. Maybe someone here knows something about Foreseer Ingvar.
I don't want to go to the village school. I want to write a...
Cured Google's upset stomach with what it...
I roamed the world above, what I missed most. Friends, it is time we feast. Tomorrow marks the rite of return, where we send our beloved Soleskin back to the great body of the Exostrider. Into radiant light, they will transform to join its sacred form. Farewell it will be, yet a new beginning as well. When the Exostrider wakes, we will reunite in its body. Now, let us put aside the sorrow of parting and embrace the joy of new life with good food and drink. But heed this, my friends. Too much drink you will not have. Should you make a fool of yourself in tomorrow's rite, help I will not give.
Face Foreseer Ingvar tomorrow. I've simulated 73 possible outcomes, but even so, I can't cover every scenario. If I could build a model that covers all possible outcomes, considering the target system, the chaotic conditions, and the necessary compensations.
You were quick on your feet earlier. You've already got this.
That's because I believed your approach was effective. I tried to follow along. Did I really do well? Good.
With that in mind, you can relax a bit now, right?
To give it a name.
Well, since it's really trying to buddy up to us, how about we call it Buddy?
Ah, it seems to like it.
Then it's settled.
That's a relief.
Hello. Will you dance with us and the Soleskin? Grandfather Axel says the Soleskin are happiest when dancing with shepherds.
join you. Let's dance with Buddy. What do you say?
Hooray!
Our real battle starts tomorrow. Tonight, let's relax a little, Mornier.
Yes, my mentor should take her own advice too.
Some uninvited guests have arrived.
Where did Mornier go? I'll send her a message. Is something she would say. Not that I know where the 13th planet of Norma is, but at least I can figure out where she is from the picture.
Mentor?
We can drop the act now, right? Or do you think we should continue?
Someone might be listening. We should keep it up to prevent us from being exposed. Do you want to sit for a while? Oh, you noticed. They've been running all day, so their power is low. I plan to wait until they finish charging before coming back. While they charge, I can't move. I feel a bit, embarrassed having you see me like this. It doesn't anymore. Before I had prosthetic legs, I had a condition that kept me in a wheelchair. Now, at least, I don't have to worry about being immobile anymore. I can finally chase after what I really want. I love stars. Beneath Lahairoy's frostbands, the stars here are actually just lights created by atmospheric arrays. Once, someone put it like this to me. It's because we see the stars that humanity imagines what lies beyond the sky. Maybe the stars are humanity's muse. I think so too. But I also believe that reaching the stars isn't enough. There will be a day we build a miracle that lasts longer and is more beautiful than the stars themselves. That That's the dream I've carried all this time. And now, I'll use these 2 legs to take the first step. Exactly. This ceremony is how we retrieve the Exostrider's core energy component. Then we'll use the multiphasic energy conversion model through the superconducting network to inject rebel energy into the neural interface. It will follow a 3-stage activation protocol. The reverse phase oscillation model, then excavation, to finally create a phased array energy field. There's still some time left before my legs finish charging. Let's stargaze a little longer. Okay, little buddy. I'll wake her up now. Mentor, you're awake. Something isn't right. We seem to have a situation in the outer woods. I detect signs of a void storm in the woods. Waveform. Analyzing now.
So this is what's causing the panic.
What is it that brings you here?
The signature waveform of this void storm matches the one that device generated before. This is no naturally occurring phenomenon.
When did you have the chance to analyze this?
Well, be careful. Initiating criticality protocol. I found the device. It's close to the solistry.
Solistry? I have a bad feeling about this.
Modeling complete. There's so many contaminated exoswarm here. The void matter concentration is also very high.
Maybe the device Astrid had was incomplete. This could be the real deal.
Authorizing maximum output. just like before. When it's disabled, the void storm stops. However... if this really was the work of Foreseer Ingvar, what would make him do something like this?
Do not worry. The path has already been laid. At last. Finally.
Mentor, are you all right? Did you see something again? It seemed worse than last time.
This void storm might not have just affected the woods here, but the workings of Soul Asylum itself. I think that's why I've been seeing visions of this member of the Six.
Greetings. The Shaper once made a prediction. If a visitor from beyond Lahai protects Bjartar Woods from destruction, an invitation to Soul Asylum they will receive. Now, the one from the prediction appears. Soul Asylum awaits your arrival. They have their own missions to complete. The road to Soul Asylum is here. Please, follow this path.
Mentor, please, wait a moment. There's something I want to say to you.
What's the matter, Mornier?
Heliotic 6 are expecting you, as was predicted.
The dim light here, it's like something I saw in those memories. From this angle, the faint ring in the center is probably the heliogyre they put to a halt. My tacit mark. It's resonating with this star-like object. Seems like I'm able to move it. The pattern on the star with the heliogyre makes it glow. It's feeding power into it. If I channel light from all directions, I should be able to restart the heliogyre.
It seems the arbiter foretold in the fractured records is you. Yes. With great reverence is your presence here met. Soul Asylum, as you see it, is not as it once was. 5 of the 6 have lost their minds, and the light of the heliogyre no longer flows. This is why I summoned you. You witnessed the void storm in Abierto woods, yes? The solace trees shield the woods from such storms, yet, through malice and dark intent, corrupted were the roots, and so too, the heliogyre. The others succumbed to the corruption. Only I was able to sever my link to the heliogyre before the corruption could claim me. With the last of my strength, I turned the 6 stars to halt the Heliogyre and prevent the corruption spread. That, at least, ensured that when my strength failed and I fell into slumber, untouched by others, the Heliogyre would remain. No one, save for one. Correct. As one of the 6, I can glimpse the near future within the Heliogyre. But I am bound here, unable to act. All I could do was send a Soliskin entrusted with my message to you.
That Soliskin that vanished just outside the academy.
Because of your actions, the source of the corruption has stopped. The stars are now aligned, and the Heliogyre turns once again. But the other 5 are no more. They can no longer fulfill their roles within the Heliotic 6. I have one final request. But before that, allow me to tell you what the Heliotic 6 truly are. Centuries ago, a calamity awoke beneath the ice. The void devoured all, erasing every trace, every existence. In darkness, the Exostrider's blade sealed the threat deep below. It drew its fiery drive, a light that would never fade, lifting it high over the high sky. Under its glow, the frost did melt, life blossoming with exoswarm aid. Yet the calamity stirred, its remnants ravaging the living. Thus, the 6 wisest among us became the Heliotic 6. The Exostrider's lens became our Heliogyre. From the drive's turn, the season's laws we discerned. We shed all idle thought to link our minds to the Heliogyre. Our shared cognition converged for mortals to touch the edge of the divine. Since then, the royal have walked the high road for centuries. The 6 shared their computational power, weaving a vast network to reach the exostrider.
Since Mentor is already headed to the Heliogyre, I'd best get started on what I can contribute. There are signs of void matter contamination in the plants and water. If I follow these traces, I should be able to find the source. Threat detected. Modeling complete. Attack formation. Weapons free. Authorizing maximum output. Attack formation. Energy consumption increasing. Found it. This must be where the contamination is coming from. Heavy encryption, but it's sloppy. There we go. It's a... terminal. Modeling complete. Deploying force field. Focusing aim. Activating countermeasure. Modeling complete. Deploying force field. Target locked. Energy consumption increasing. This is a space trek collect. Let's go, Mentor. We need to get to Space Trek Collective quickly. The Fraxidus tricked Ingvar into working for them, but their real goal is to send the reactor drive crashing to the ground. I've already alerted the Academy to evacuate the area around the impact. How are things on your end? Any danger?
All good. The Heliogyre is back online. I now have direct contact with Sol Asylum and can relay the data you need for the new solar ceremony. It's time for the final step.
We're running out of time. I'll use my resonance ability to create a more efficient path. Please, hold on tight.
Huh?
The moment we launch Helios, we'll need the raw observational data from Sol Asylum. Are you ready?
Yes. The Shaper has already shared all the Heliogyre's data with me. I can access it anytime. Everything's set. Let's complete our mission.
Pressure in the reaction chamber is stable.
Preparing to open.
Helios launch sequence initiating.
Void matter module calibration complete.
Core energy system operation normal.
Propulsion system primed and ready.
Helios is ready for launch.
Reconfiguration successful.
5, 4, 3, 2. Let our light shine in the sky.
Helios approaching target altitude. Progress 16%, 47%, 92%. Warning, light alpha decay exceeds expected rates.
Sensor failure detected. Data reading compromised.
Responsive. Control program failure.
The reactor drive is protected by aggressive exoswarm acting like the immune system.
One is the sound.
It appears to actively absorb surrounding void matter to maintain the drive stability. Contact with its claws is highly hazardous. Cautious. Weapons free. Activating countermeasure. Deploying force field. I'm detecting strong energy signals from the target. Please be careful. All targets in sight.
Swift and resolute. One is the sound.
Moderate complete. Activating counter. Initiating criticality protocol. Some minor fixes will suffice. Power output affected.
Keep it together.
I can still stand.
Swift and resolute. Keep it together. You will obey. Last chance. Bad timing.
Assuming master control. Modeling complete. Focusing aim. Stars, hear my queries.
Swift and resolute. One is the sound.
Power output affected.
sound.
I can still stand. Authorizing maximum output. Modeling complete.
Swift and resolute. None shall whisper. One with the sound.
Watch its position, mentor. Attack formation. Target locked. Assuming master control. Initiating max power output. Suppressing target. Suppression complete. Now's your chance. Assuming master control. Stars, hear my queries. Modeling complete.
Down with the curtain!
Approaching the target location. Preparing to receive data.
Automatic concentration is increasing. Abnormal expression detected in the reactor drive. Evacuate immediately. Repeat, evacuate immediately!
We have already come this far.
Professor Monnier, are you there? If you hear this, please respond.
That light just now. Mornier must have entered the reactor.
Over. The Space Trade Collective is connected to your vehicle and will provide assistance. We can't breach Professor Monnier. You're our only hope now.
Leave it to me. I'll fight. Should be enough for what I need.
gets worse the closer we get.
Rover, the disturbances within the drive are growing unstable. Professor Mornier is being consumed by it.
Faster! I need to move faster. Let's try out the Institute's new tech. You've already done so much. Just leave the rest to me.
Are you leaving Lahairoi?
Yes. Sometimes, only by saying goodbye can there be progress and change. After all, even if I leave, Lahairoi will still continue forward on its own feet. Isn't that right?
This time, Mentor.
Reporting. Data analysis complete. Helios is operational again.
How wonderful.
Over here!
About the notes you lent me last week?
Let's go.
bad, huh? Back in the day, whenever I was stressed about the future, hanging out here.
Three days ago, when Helios was launched, we registered an unexpected spike in void matter concentrations near Hyvatia.
Mentor, the wind may have messed with you.
My symptoms have stopped for now. But whatever drained my frequency is still somewhere in the High Roy. The only thing I haven't surveyed yet is the exostrider out in the frost.